jingle bells, jingle... Oh, hi, I'm David. Welcome back to Radio Pub. Do you feel the spirit already? That's good, because we're going to bring a few more famous Christmas songs that spread the cheer. In today's episode, we're going to talk about bells that rock, about Santa but at a much younger age, about the song that comes into our mind when we see the first snow, and also about Christmas that unfortunately became the last. Oh yes, again, about Christmas, but in Spanish. Without further ado, let's start with the song that personally for me determines the beginning of the Christmas season. Jingle Bells Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Jingle Bells Rock was first released by Bobby Helms in 1957, just 2 days before Christmas. However, it did not stop the song from reaching number 6 on the pop chart. Besides that, overall the song was in the charts 3 more times after that. In 1958 reaching 35, in 1959 reaching 41, and finally 1961 reaching 56.
Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing.
The song was written by Joseph Carlton Beale and James Ross Booth. However, Bobby Helms and the seasoned guitarist Hank Garland disputed this. They claimed that the original song by Beale and Booth was called Jingle Bells Rock. According to Helms and Garland, the version made by them had little to no resemblance to the version recorded by Helms in the end.
It's the right time to rock.
They had changed the music, lyrics, tempo, and also wrote previously missing bridge for the song. And as a result, the new song they claimed was the one that is known today. However, neither of them received writing credits or writing royalties.
Jingle bell time is a swell time.
Helms' version is also a major TV and movie soundtrack. It has been used in TV shows including The Wonder Years, Chuck, House MD, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, The Simpsons, South Park, Family Guy, and Once Upon a Time. It has been featured in the movies like Lethal Weapon, Home Alone 2, Jingle All the Way, and many more.
That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
This is our second episode about holiday music. I will put the link to the first one in the description, so you can check it out after liking this one. Oh, I love the next song. The smooth sounds and orchestra make it so special. Santa Baby by Eartha Kit.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under.
The song was originally released in 1953 and was featured by Henry Rene and his orchestra. It was written by John Javits and Philip Springer, who also used pseudonym Tony Springer in an attempt to speed up the song's publishing process.
Under the tree for me.
Music critics gave mixed reviews to the single, with some calling it too suggestive for a holiday-themed song. However, these controversies gave a great boost to the promotion of the song, and it ended up being the best-selling Christmas song of 1953.
Been an awful good girl, Santa baby.
On the US Billboard best-selling single chart, Santa Baby debuted at number 16, ultimately peaking at number 4. On November 21, 1953, Billboard reported that the single had sold 200,000 copies. Part of the success was because, unlike the other Christmas tunes, it has broken the DJ's "we won't play Christmas record in November" barrier and has been getting loads of airtime.
So hurry down the chimney tonight.
Just as almost all the songs from this and previous episodes, this song came back to chart multiple times in the last 20 years. But instead of listing how it did on the charts, I want to tell you a few and fun interesting facts about the song. The lyrical content of the Santa Baby proved controversial, resulting in temporary ban of the song in the southern United States.
A 54 convertible to light blue.
This song is one of the few songs that actually have a sequel. Following the mixed reaction that music critics gave to Santa Baby in 1953, Springer and Javits reworked the song and created new lyrics for the song. Kit recorded a new holiday song titled This Year's Santa Baby featuring the new lyrics, but identical songwriting credits 1 year after the initial release of the song.
That Cadillac is falling apart, won't start.
In 2019, poll created by Evening Standard local newspaper in London, UK, Kit's version of Santa Baby was voted the 9th most annoying festive song by British listeners. Besides that, Michael Bublé's version has been multiple times named as one of the worst Christmas songs ever.
Hurry down the chimney tonight.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas is a Christmas song written in 1951 by Meredith Willson. The song was originally titled It's Beginning to Look Like Christmas. The song has been recorded by many artists, but one of the most popular ones are versions by Perry Como and the Fontaine Sisters, recorded on September 18, 1951.
Everywhere you go, take a look at.
Bing Crosby on October 1951.
Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again.
And Michael Bublé, first released on October 24, 2011.
It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver.
Michael Bublé's version was first released on October 24, 2011 as the first track of Bublé's Christmas album. However, it was then released as the album's second single on November 18, 2011.
Silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look.
Achieving greater success in the UK, the song peaked at number 7 in 2018.
Every star, but the prettiest sight.
Let's talk about the song that made the whole world know how to say Merry Christmas in Spanish. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad was written by Jose Feliciano, a Puerto Rican singer and songwriter in 1970. Feliciano says he recorded the song while feeling homesick at Christmas, missing his family in New York City. He remembered celebrating Christmas Eve with his brothers, eating traditional Puerto Rican food, drinking rum, and caroling.
Prospero año y felicidad.
In December 2020, he talked about writing a song and said, "It was expressing the joy that I felt on Christmas and the fact that I felt very lonely. I miss my family, I miss Christmas carols with them, I miss the whole Christmas scene."
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish.
Feliciano's 1970 recording of Feliz Navidad, in which he played both an acoustic guitar and Puerto Rican cuatro, is one of the most downloaded and aired Christmas songs in the United States and Canada.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my.
Total sales of the digital track is more than 800,000 downloads, according to the Nielsen SoundScan, placing it 8th on the list of all-time best-selling Christmas holiday digital singles in SoundScan history. 27 years after its initial release, the song entered the Billboard Hot 100 on January 7, 2017. It came back to the charts several times, with an all-time chart peak of position number 6 in 2020.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
The song has many cover versions as well as several parodies. Here are my favorite ones.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry.
And now let's talk about a great example of mid-80s synthie pop that took 36 years to make it to number 1. Last Christmas by Wham.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart.
Last Christmas is a song by British pop duo Wham, originally released in December 1984. George Michael wrote, performed, produced and played every single instrument on the track.
The very next day you gave it away.
Last Christmas had its beginning in 1983, while George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley were visiting Michael's parents. It was written by Michael in his childhood bedroom. Michael played Ridley the introduction and chorus melody to Last Christmas, which Ridley later called a moment of wonder.
This year to save me from tears.
As the movie Love Actually reminds us, scoring a Christmas number 1 in the UK is a really big deal. Unfortunately, Last Christmas didn't give Wham that honor, at least not at first.
I'll give it to someone special.
It stayed at number 2, and for more than 35 years it had the distinction of being the highest selling UK single of all time to not score number 1. But in the decade since its release, Last Christmas had charted around the holiday season on several occasions, and finally it made it to number 1 on January 2021, 36 years after its original release. What's interesting is that George Michael sang on the song that kept Last Christmas at number 2 in 1984. When it was first released, Last Christmas was busted on the UK charts by Band Aid's Do They Know It's Christmas, an all-star charity single benefiting Ethiopian famine relief. Michael sang on Do They Know It's Christmas and was so committed to the cause that he donated his profits from Last Christmas to help the African nation.
At Christmas time, it's hard, but when
Sadly, George Michael unexpectedly died on Christmas Day in 2016. This adds a bit melancholy to Last Christmas, as it is probably the biggest song that he ever created. To take away the sadness from this episode, let's go over a few interesting facts about Last Christmas. A beautiful film by Paul Feig called Last Christmas was released in November 2019. Last Christmas is a romantic comedy inspired by the song and a few other songs by George Michael, starring Emilia Clarke, Henry Golding, Michelle Yeoh, Emma Thompson, and many more.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away.
Now, this one is my favorite. There is an interesting game connected with this song called Wham on the internet. The rules are very simple. Players need to avoid the song from December 1st to 24th at every cost. Once you hear the original Wham version of Last Christmas, remixes and covers don't count. You're out. You then need to admit defeat on social media with the hashtag Whamageddon and wait for your friends to suffer the same fate.
This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Not that the rules prohibit you from deliberately sending your friends the song. Who wants to play Whamageddon with me this year? Let me know in the comment section.
Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance.
Subscribe to our channel not to miss our next episode and learn interesting facts about the music we all love. Or if you want more right now, check out our previous episode about Sia's road to becoming one of the biggest songwriters of today or yesterday by the Beatles. And finally, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. My wish, as always, to all of you is to let the music inspire you the most. See you next time. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.